Hi everyone, welcome back to the new video of Current Affairs YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about the important current affairs questions and answers of the day 9 July 2021 for all competitive examinations. Okay, you have two questions at the end of this video. So watch the video till the end and please comment your answer in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, let's start the section. First question. Union Minister Tawarchand Gehlot has been appointed as the governor of which state? Okay, the answer for the question is option D, Karnataka. Okay, let's see about this. Amid buzz of Union cabinet expansion, the president appointed 8 new governors. The major reshuffle ahead of the expected cabinet reshuffle saw the appointment of Union Minister Tawarchand Gehlot as the governor of Karnataka, while the Union Minister for Social Justice and Empowerment was appointed as the governor of Karnataka. Bandaru Dattatreya was sent to Haryana after his stint in Himachal Pradesh, and Rajendran Vishwanath Arleko was appointed as the governor of Himachal Pradesh, and he has represented Pernam in the Goa Assembly. And P.S. Sridharan Pillai, meanwhile, was moved to the Goa governor. And Haribabu Kamphampeti will take over as the governor of Mizoram. Manguvai Jaganbhai Patel was appointed as the governor of Madhya Pradesh, and Satyadev Narayan Arya was appointed as the governor of Tripura, and Ramesh Bias was given charge of Jharkhand. Okay, in this question you have to know about the 8 new governors appointed by the President of India. Okay, that's the answer for the question. I think it's understood. Okay, let's see the next question. Tiangong is the flagship space station of which country? Okay, the answer for the question is option B, China. Okay, let's see about Tiangong. Tiangong Space Station is the flagship construction of China National Space Administration, that is CNSA. Recently, Chinese astronauts successfully performed the country's first spacewalk in the station. Out of the 3 astronauts who blasted off last month, 2 of them, Liu Boming and Tang Hongguo, worked for 7 hours on the outside of the Tiangong station in the orbit around the around the Earth. Okay, let's see about the CNSA. The China National Space Administration is the national space agency of China, responsible for the national space program and for planning and development of space activities. It was founded on 22nd April 1993, and the headquarters of CNSA is located at Haidian district in Beijing, China. Okay, that's about Tiangong Space Station and CNSA. Okay, I think it's understood. Okay. Before watching this full video, if you like this video, please click on the like button. Okay, this video like aim is only 50. And if you are not subscriber of this channel, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and current affairs, and also enable the bell icon for getting new notification in our YouTube channel. Okay, let's see next question. Who has been named as the brand ambassador of Khadi Prakritik Paint, India's first and only paint made from cow dung? Okay, the answer for the question is option C, Nitin Gadkari. Okay, let's see about the Khadi Prakritik Paint. The Union Minister for Road Transport and Highways and MSME, Nitin Gadkari, virtually enacted the India's first and only paint made from cow dung under the brand name Khadi Prakritik Paint. In addition to this, the minister also declared himself as the brand ambassador of the paint to promote it across the country and encourage young entrepreneurs to take up the manufacturing of cow dung paint. And the Khadi Prakritik Paint automated manufacturing plant has been set up on the campus of Kumarappa National Handmade Paper Institute, Jaipur, which is a unit of Khadi and Village Industries Commission, that is KVIC. Okay, in this question you have not on that. The Union Minister Nitin Gadkari virtually inaugurated the India's first and only paint made from cow dung under the brand name Khadi Prakritik Paint. Okay, that's the answer for the question. I think it's understood. Okay, let's see next question. Which ministry has launched the Matsya Sedu app for fishermen? Okay, the answer for the question is option D, Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy. Okay, let's see about the Matsya Sedu app. The Union Minister for Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy, Giriraj Singh, launched the online course mobile app Matsya Sedu. The app was created by the ICAR Central Institute of Freshwater Aquaculture in Bhubaneswar, with getting the financial aid from the National Fisheries Development Board in Hyderabad. Okay, the goal of the online course app is to distribute the most up-to-date freshwater aquaculture technologies to the country's aqua farmers. In the Matsya Setu app, recognized aquaculture experts will explain the basic concept and will do practical demonstrations on breeding, seed production, and grow out culture of commercially important fishes like carp, catfish, campi, mural, ornamental fish, pale farming, and more. Okay. In this question, you have to note that the Union Minister Giriraj Singh has launched the online course Mobile Matsya Setu. Okay, that's the answer for the question. Okay, let's see next question. Who chaired the meeting of the 8th BRICS education ministers in Wisdom mode? Okay, the answer for the question is option B, Sanjay Dhodri. Okay, let's see about this. Minister of States for Education Sanjay Dhodri chaired the meeting of 8 BRICS education ministers in Wisdom mode on 6 July 2021. Okay, this meeting was held as part of the 13th BRICS summit being hosted by India in 2021. And earlier, the International Governing Board, that is IGB of the BRICS Network Universities, met on 29 June 2021 to take a look at the progress made by member states under this initiative. Okay, that's the answer for the question. Okay, let's see some points about BRICS. BRICS is the acronym going to associate 5 major emerging economies. They are Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Okay, the BRICS was founded in the year 2006, and the headquarters of BRICS is located in BRICS Tower in Shanghai, China. Okay, that's about BRICS and the answer for the question. Okay, let's see the next question. Who launched golf training academy at the Kashmir Golf Club in Srinagar? Okay, the answer for the question is option A, Manoj Sinha. Okay, let's see about this. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha has launched a golf training academy at the Kashmir Golf Club in Srinagar. Okay, the initiative is aimed to continue the endeavors of promoting and strengthening the sports ecosystem in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, we can see here the location of Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory here. Okay, the capital of Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, the winter capital of Jammu and Kashmir is Jammu, and the summer capital of Jammu and Kashmir is Srinagar. Also note down the Lieutenant Governor of Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory is Manoj Sinha. Okay, that's the answer. Okay, let's see the next question. When is the World Chocolate Day observed annually? Okay, the answer for the question is option B, 7 July. Okay, let's see about the World Chocolate Day. The World Chocolate Day is celebrated around the world on 7 July. The day is an annual global celebration of chocolate which allows people to go and indulge, hopefully guilt-free in it. Okay, the World Chocolate Day was first celebrated in the year 2009. Okay, in this question you have to know about the World Chocolate Day. Okay, it is observed annually on July 7. Okay, let's see the next question. Which oil company has become the first Indian PSU refiner to buy a tanker load from Guyana? The answer for the question is option A, Indian Oil Corporation Limited or IOC. Okay, let's see about this. Indian Oil Corporation has become the first Indian PSU refiner to buy a tanker load of Liza crude from Guyana. Okay, 1 million barrels of oil from the South American countries now en route to India as part of IOC's efforts to diversify its source of imported crude. Okay, this purchase was possible because of the Indian mission's active coordination with the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas and Ministry of Natural Resources of the Government of Guyana. Okay, the world's third largest crude consumer and importer has expressed interest in buying Guyana's Liza crude as part of long-term deal with the Guyanese government. Okay, that's the answer for the question. That is, IOC has become the first Indian PSC refiner to buy a tanker load of crude from Guyana. Okay, let's see some points about Guyana. Guyana is a country on the South America's North Atlantic coast. Okay, we can see here the location of Guyana here. Okay, the capital of Guyana is Georgetown, and the president of Guyana, Irfan Ali, and the currency of Guyana is Guyanese dollar. Okay, that's about Guyana. I think it's understood. And if you have any doubts related to any question and its answer, please comment down in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, let's see next question. Legendary Bollywood actor Dilip Kumar has passed away at the age of 98. He has been recipient of which of the following awards? The answer for the question is option D, all of the above, that are Padma Vibhushan, Dada Saheb Phalke Award, and Pakistan's highest civilian honor, Nishan-e-Imtiaz. Okay, let's see about Dilip Kumar. The legendary Bollywood actor Dilip Kumar has passed away at the age of 98. Born Muhammad Yusuf Khan, that is Dilip Kumar, debuted as an actor in the film Jarfada in 1944. In a career spanning over 5 decades, he worked in over 65 films and he was honored with Padma Bhushan in 1991 and Padma Vibhushan in 2015 and Dada Saheb Phalke Award in 1994. And he was the only Indian who was awarded with Pakistan's highest civilian honor, Nishan-e-Imtiaz in 1998. Okay, he is known for the roles in films such as The Romantic Andos in 1949 and the following cinemas here. Okay, in this question you have noted about the legendary Bollywood actor Dilip Kumar who has passed away recently. Okay, that's the answer for the question. Okay, let's see the next question. Stan Sami has passed away recently, and here the question is he was related to which of the following fields? Okay, the answer for the question is option C, activism. Okay, let's see about Stan Sami. Activist Stan Sami, and accused in the Elgar Parishad Maoist links case, has passed away. The 84-year-old activist had dedicated his entire life to the upliftment of the Adivasis in Eastern tribal state. Okay, Stan Sami was arrested for allegedly having links with the Naxals, a charge that the investigating agencies have not been able to prove. Okay, in this question you have to know about the activist Stan Sami who has passed away recently. Okay, that's the answer for the question. I think it's understood. Okay, let's see the answers for the questions of last kind of question answer video of 8 July 2021. Okay, let's see the answer for the first question. Which country has launched the Fengyun 3 meteorological satellite? Okay, the answer for the question is option B, China. Okay, let's see about this. China launched a new meteorological satellite equipped with 11 remote sensing payloads into planned orbit. Okay, the satellite named Fengyun 3 or FY3 was launched by a Long March 4C rocket from the Jiuquan Satellite Launch Center. Okay, the FY3, which will be the world's first meteorological satellite in early morning orbit for civil service, is designed with a lifespan of 8 years and will mainly obtain the atmospheric temperature, humidity, and other meteorological parameters for numerical prediction applications, improving China's weather forecast capacity. Okay, in this question, you have not known about the Fengyun 3 meteorological satellite of China. Okay, that's the answer for the question. And also, we have already discussed about the CNSA, that is Chinese National Space Administration, in this video. Okay, you can note down that also. Okay, that's the answer for the first question. Okay, let's see the answer for the second question. What is the theme of World Zoonosis Day 2021? Okay, the answer for the question is option A. Let's break the chain of zoonotic transmission. Okay, let's see about the World Zoonosis Day. Okay, we have already discussed about the World Zoonosis Day 2021 in our daily current affairs video of 7 July 2021. Okay, here in this question you have to note on about the World Zoonosis Day. It is observed every year on July 6th, and the theme for 2021 World Zoonosis Day is let's break the chain of zoonotic transmission. Okay, that's the answer for the second question. I think it's understood. Okay, let's see the today's questions for you. Okay, daily we are given 2 questions that you can answer, and please comment your answer in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, let's see the first question for you. Which metro was launched India's first FASTag or UPI based cashless parking facility? Okay, the options for you. Option A, Delhi Metro. Option B, Kolkata Metro. Option C, Mumbai Metro. And the option D, Bangalore Metro. Okay, we'll repeat the first question for one more time. Which metro was launched India's first FASTag UPI based cashless parking facility? Okay, please comment your answer in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, let's see the second question for you. Ramgarh Vishdari became the 4th tiger reserve in which state? Okay, the options for you. Option A, Gujarat. Option B, Jharkhand. Option C, Rajasthan. And the option D, Maharashtra. Okay, we'll repeat the second question for one more time. Ramgarh Vishdari became the 4th tiger reserve in which state? Okay, please comment your answer in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. Okay, in this video we have discussed about the important kind of questions and answers of the day 9 July 2021 for all competitive examinations. Okay, I think it's understood about the section. If you have any doubts related to any question and its answer, please comment down in the comment section given below. We will discuss that. And you can download the PDF file of this section of our Telegram group, and you can also join our Telegram group for more study materials. Okay, we'll keep the link in the description given below. You can check that out, download the PDF. Okay, And if you are not a subscriber of this channel, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe our channel Current Affairs, and also enable the bell icon for getting new notifications in our YouTube channel. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Keep supporting us. See you tomorrow with a new video on current affairs and other state topics. Thank you. Bye bye.